The men on the ship who volunteered from the Red Crescent Society, they are from Iran. And because they're from Iran, they know that, mothers are watching their children be killed, that innocent people are being slaughtered, that schools are being targeted. They know what's actually taking place in Yemen. But this has been concealed from people in the United States. And it's really a shame that I was the only person from the United States who was able to be aboard the Iran Shahid. Because I believe that if people in the United States actually knew what was taking place in Yemen, and in addition to that, they actually fully understood how their own government is complicit in it, with satellite support, with refueling the airplanes, how their own government is complicit in these crimes, if they knew, there would be boatloads of Americans on ships to Yemen trying to help the Yemeni people. And the reports in Western media about the ship, they've been very confused and deceptive. They've described the Iran Shahid as being part of an Iranian military armada of some type. That was not the case. Only on one occasion did I see any other Iranian ships. On one day there were 2 Iranian ships that did approach us and then went the other way. This was not a military mission. This was a purely humanitarian mission. This was about delivering 2,500 tons of water, flour, and medical supplies to the people of Yemen, and allowing the Red Crescent Society volunteers to do what they have sworn to do in the oath of their profession and provide aid to those who are in need. The only reason we did not successfully arrive and complete our mission from Bandar Abbas to the port of Hodeidah in Yemen, it's only one reason, and that's U.S.-backed Saudi terrorism. The day we departed from Bandar Abbas, the Saudis made a point of bombing the port of Hodeidah, and then the day we were scheduled to arrive, if we had arrived on time, that day they bombed the port of Hodeidah not once, not twice, but 8 times in a single day. Well, as of now, there should be no question about that, because the ship has been unloaded, and all the contents on board were there for all the world to see in Djibouti, and they've been delivered to the World Food Program. So as of now, there should be no question about the humanitarian nature of the mission. However, that doesn't mean that U.S. media won't keep lying about it. When I was on my way back from Djibouti, I flew to Istanbul, and then to Tehran. And while I was in Istanbul, I opened a copy of the Financial Times, which is the newspaper from London. The Financial Times, and I didn't expect them to have any coverage of our ship, but they did have coverage of our ship. Here, this article, "Mystery Deepens Over Cargo Ships in Yemen." There are 2 paragraphs in this article about the peaceful humanitarian mission. It's skeptical in tone. And then the rest of the article, this lengthy article, is all about suggestions that Iran may possibly be sending weapons to the Ansar Allah organization. 2 paragraphs about a peaceful humanitarian mission, and the rest all speculation that, where was this cargo ship going? It went off the radar. What's going on here? Just pure speculation, trying to put into people's minds that the fighting in Yemen is purely Iran destabilizing Yemen. And if you look at the tone, one particularly disturbing thing in this article, it says let me find the quote here. Yeah, but Tehran appears to have scored something of a propaganda coup by announcing on Thursday that it would allow UN inspectors to verify the humanitarian contents of the ship. A propaganda coup. Does this pass for journalism? Is this journalism? Is this acceptable by any standard of anything? Where basically this was an attack on the Islamic Republic of Iran by the Financial Times. This is what the world is being told about the ship. And if you put that in the context of the covering up of the Saudi atrocities in Yemen, and you add to that the fact that there has been complete neglect to mention anything about the U.S. role, you can see that the U.S. media is absolutely complicit in the crimes that are taking place.